meditation. This morning we will be talking about grounding ourselves in nature and in the moment that we are in. And this is the beginning of Thanksgiving week. And I know a lot of us are thinking about maybe how we might celebrate the holidays. Many of us are distant from members of our family or friends that we might have celebrated with regularly. And so I encourage you to find solace in nature. Those moments where we can't always be with another person, we can feel the presence of the living planet, the spirit of life, if you will, nature that surrounds us. So I want to light our chalice this morning in that spirit of feeling connected to life itself. And I know that when I feel lonely or need to regenerate my heart, I look for solace in nature. So maybe you have a special place that especially speaks to you in nature. In North Carolina, that place for me is the UU Mountain. That's a retreat center in Highlands, North Carolina, not too far from where my sister has gotten a house. And it's at the top of a mountain. It's a campground, and there's a 400-year-old cloud forest that is at the top of that mountain. And they have a place called Meditation Rock where you can sit on the edge of the mountain and look out and see 3 different states. And one of my favorite memories was I was there for a minister's retreat, and a storm came up on the mountain, and just how fast and furious it was and how present I felt. Even though it was frightening, I felt very connected to the world around me. I also love the ocean. Maybe you love Lake Superior. I enjoy in Eau Claire. I love Carson Park. It's got so many wonderful memories for me with the kids growing up, and when we lived close to Carson Park and could walk over there, when hearing the baseball games start, or hearing the train go around. So our first reading this morning is from the Ute Indians. It's called Earth Teach Me. Earth, teach me stillness as the grasses are stilled with light. Earth, teach me suffering as old stones suffer with memory. Earth, teach me caring as parents who secure their young. Earth, teach me courage as the tree which stands all alone. Earth, teach me limitation as the ant which crawls on the ground. Earth, teach me freedom as the eagle which soars in the sky. Earth, teach me resignation as the leaves which die in the fall. Earth, teach me regeneration as the seed which rises in the spring. Earth, teach me to forget myself as melted snow forgets its life. Earth, teach me to remember kindness as dry fields weep with rain. And I do think there are many lessons that we can learn from the earth and nature, particularly the seasons, and how we are reminded to observe darkness and light, and seasons of plenty and seasons where there is less. I know Wisconsin, more so than when I lived in Florida, has taught me a lot about observing the seasons. And I felt much more connection to the solstice, winter solstice here for sure, when I was observing that my one of my minister friends in Atlanta was greeting the sunrise, and we were still waiting for the sunrise here in Wisconsin. And it gets darker for sure during the colder months. And then during the summer, how bright it is and how long it is. So there's so many things that we can learn. So I invite you now to think about gratitude, to think about grounding in your special place in nature. Maybe it's just your backyard, looking at your bird feeder, or a special place. And if you want, you can add a comment to this Facebook feed after our meditation and let me know what it was that you connected with. So please enter into a time of silence and groundedness. Quiet your breath and gentle your face. Let your gaze move to a half closed position or close your eyes. I invite you now to come back into this time and space. Feel your hands. Bring your gaze back to present. I don't know about you, but I found myself thinking of the ocean. I have a fish tank in the other room, and maybe that went into my consciousness. But I was thinking of when I was younger, we would go to Edisto Island Beach every summer almost. And we also, when I was real little, we had a beach house on Ocean Isle, and all the time spent playing in tidal pools and watching clouds across the ocean. Wonderful thing. So I'm going to share another reading. This is My Help is in the Mountain. And we think about the representation of earth and nature as we try and cope with things that are hard right now, especially during this pandemic. We are trying to find those connections that sustain us. And certainly, looks like Lori Berg says that nature and water sustains her. And certainly that is true for me, and also with the mountain. And perhaps here you would say the, now I'm losing my words, but in Wisconsin we have somebody put the word for me. Anyway, my help is in the mountain, where I take myself to heal the earthly wounds that people give to me. I find a rock with sun on it, and a stream where the water runs gentle, and the trees which one by one give me company. So I must stay for a long time until I have grown from the rock, until the stream is running through me, and I cannot tell myself from one tall tree. Then I know that nothing touches me, nor makes me run away. My help is in the mountain, and that I take away with me. These are the words of Nancy Wood. And I think of those times, where you go on a walk to try and shed your day, give your pain or your worry or everything to the ground and getting it outside of your body. And during this time of Thanksgiving, thinking of the gratitudes that are present in this world that we're in, gratitudes for gardens and nature and those small things. While 2020 has indeed been a really tough year, there are things for which to be grateful, those small blessings, those small gratitudes, and they can get us through hard days. I'm going to give us our closing words, and these are also from Nancy Wood, and she seems a wise one in the ways of nature. Our seventh principle in Unitarian Universalism is connection to the interdependent web of which we are all a part, and that's seeing ourselves as a part of the nature and world around us, not separated, but a part of it and responsible, and also can receive. Not only do we give to nature by hopefully being good stewards, but we receive so much. Earth, cure me. Earth, receive my woe. Rock, strengthen me. Rock, receive my weakness. Rain, wash my sadness away. Rain, receive my doubt. Sun, make sweet my song. Sun, receive the anger from my heart. I wish for you a blessed Thanksgiving week, and I hope you can find a connection in the world around you, peace from all that is going on, the noise and distraction. You find that moment to step outside, whether it's cold or warm, wherever you are, and feel that you are surrounded by something bigger than yourself, something that you are a part of, so that you are not feeling alone, because you're not. You're part of something bigger, sacred and whole, and you are sacred, and you are whole. Amen, and blessed be. Hope you'll join us for the Sunday service at 10 a.m. Have a great day.